outside the cafeteria, but since most students at Monroe Academy are chronic overachievers, the administration lets it slide. We're one of the top private high schools in Minnesota for a reason. People aren't skipping lunch to sit in their cars and get high. They're skipping lunch to sit in their cars and compare PSAT scores. Having lunch in the prop room with Ava has been a nice change, actually. I like that it's just the two of us. When we reach the hallway outside the auditorium today, however, there are a few other students lingering around. Freshmen and sophomores who should be in class right now. It's no secret that on the day the cast list goes up, the number of hopeful thespians who forget a textbook in their locker or suddenly have weak bladders increases by about 50%. You might have to hold my hair back. Ava tightens her grip on her tray. When I vomit, she clarifies. Relax, I tell her, even though my own pulse is starting to race. Mr. Z won't post the list until last period, like he always does. Although Ava and I both know this to be true, we still sneak a quick peek as we pass by the bulletin board outside Mr. Zimmerman's office, just in case. Leaving the other vultures to circle, we head downstairs to the prop shop, which is a maze of shelves filled with relics from older shows, like the umbrella from Mary Poppins, or a foam cutout of Grease Lightning. The prop master would be absolutely apoplectic if they knew we were eating greasy cafeteria food in here, on a tufted velvet sofa that was last used in a production of The Importance of Being Earnest. This is unbearable. Ava stares down at her untouched pizza. You think anyone will notice if I skip the rest of my classes and lie face down on the floor until the list goes up? We need a distraction, I say. Dream role you'd commit a felony for. She leans back into the couch, her long black hair pooling behind her. But our answers never change. You're just going to pick Dear Evan Hansen again. I sigh, staring off into the distance. That show not being licensed for high school performances yet is the greatest tragedy of my life. Maybe by the time we graduate from NYU, you can star in the Broadway revival. Assuming we get into NYU. When we get in? I smile, glad Ava's getting back some of her spark. Our early decision applications for NYU were both deferred, bumping us into the regular decision pool. It was a blow to my confidence, for sure, but I'm not giving up hope. I refuse to settle for Lackland University, the small liberal arts college in Wisconsin that my parents have been pushing for. Your turn, I say, poking her in the side. She takes a breath, considering her answer. I don't know. Elphaba? Liar, she groans. I don't want to jinx it. Ever since it was announced that My Fair Lady was going to be our spring musical, Ava's been freaking out. Eliza Doolittle is her dream role, and the thing is, she's perfect for it. She has the beauty, the comedic timing, and the vocal chops. But she's also convinced that if she says it out loud, she'll ruin her chances. You know Mr. Z likes to cast his shows based on who's graduating, I say. You have nothing to worry about. I'm hardly the only senior girl who auditioned. Hannah and Ebony also read for Eliza at callbacks. So did Brittany Carmichael, and she's only a junior. True, sometimes Mr. Z throws a curveball with his casting. It's how I ended up playing Captain Von Trapp as a junior. But that's exactly why I'm not too worried about this year. You don't play the lead as a junior only to be demoted to a supporting role your senior year. And I'm sorry, but no one has better stage chemistry than Ava and me. It doesn't matter that I've been out since freshman year. People still like to cram us into a heteronormative box, which I'm not above using to my advantage when it comes to casting. Mr. Z had us read together at callbacks like 5 times. 3 times, Ava corrects me. But I also read twice with... She stops, averting her gaze. You're allowed to say his name, I reply flatly. He's not Beetlejuice. She looks back up. I also read twice with Reese. Okay, so he may not be Beetlejuice.